We are back once again, the Stratford End. Session Johnson, your host, and this is a massive week for Manchester United. We have to see an end to the transfer saga of Frankie de Jong. We also have to see a conclusion, perhaps in the Christian Eriksen race, if it is even a race. Terrell Malacia, a completion of his medical today, an official announcement soon. Much more to get into, but a massive week ahead for Manchester United. Our kit launch will also be in this week. We will be looking to make inroads towards our pre-season tour, and also Cristiano Ronaldo asking to leave. This week includes that massive decision. Will he leave? Will he stay? It is a situation that is in the air and it has to be cleared. So, subscribe to the channel, please. Really, please subscribe to the channel. Our goal is 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and links to our socials are in the description. But let's get into the news for today. So Ten Hag has told his coaches at Carrington to report any issues to him immediately so he can deal with any disciplinary matters directly. And that was brought by Simon Bates in The People. Now, hearing such news makes you think back to the Sir Alex days, and it shows a sense of discipline, a sense of control, a sense of I want to be the one who deals with these matters so that we are able to deal with it swiftly and accordingly, that there are nothing that is being done behind my back, and that there are no reasons for any players to feel that they are not wanted or that they are misused, abused. And that's probably how some of these players felt last season for their own personal matters, whatever their reasons might be. These could be reasons as to why the club has been failing. And hearing that Ten Hag wants to control these matters and speak to the players directly shows a sense of confidence, shows a sense of I want to do what's best for my team so that we can excel. I want the team to be fully focused on winning and performing well, and not have to worry about any trivial matters that might arise in and around the team. That is pure excellence. That shows a sense of genius by Erik ten Hag. Previous managers probably didn't care if the players had any scuffles or any grievances. And that's why they went behind managers' backs and spoke to media outlets, leaking information. But that will not happen with Erik ten Hag and Steve McLaren and Mitchell van der Kaag. They won't allow this team to walk over them and to do as they please like previous seasons. This is why a more disciplined, a more hard-working Manchester United will be seen next season. On to Ronaldo now. For those who haven't seen my previous video, it was on Ronaldo leaving. Do we want him to leave? Probably not. Do we want him to stay? I think majority of the fan base would agree that we would want him to stay. But we have to be realistic, as I said. He wants Champions League football. He wanted to achieve Champions League football with us last season. But because we failed him, because we failed the club, because the players failed the fans, we find ourselves in a position that is not favorable. But it's also understandable that if he does leave, we have to take this as a rebuilding phase. Allow players to come in who are going to grow into the team and be starters in a year, 2 years' time. This is where these new signings come in, the likes of Terrell Malacia, the likes of Lisandro Martinez, Anthony, we will still speak about later on in the video. It is crucial for us to know that Cristiano Ronaldo wants excellence. He wants a high standard of football. He wants a high standard at Manchester United, the way it was when he was here before. Now, of course, times change, people change, clubs change. But the way Manchester United has changed has been detrimental to our footballing success. We cannot find ourselves in a state of loss anymore. We want to move forward. We want to grow. We want to become, once again, that big club that we are. We want to be at the top of the game, winning things. That's what Ten Hag wants. That's what Ronaldo wants. But right now, the two parties are not in agreement. Ronaldo is of age and he wants to win still. He wants to compete. He wants to score goals. He wants to win trophies. At United, is that possible? Does competing for a Carabao, FA Cup, and the Europa League constitute a competitive season? Yes, for some players, but not for Ronaldo, who's won it all. And if he doesn't feel that he needs to be here or wants to be here to play and fight in this particular season, so be it. Cut your losses and let him go. We cannot force him to stay if he doesn't want to stay. And if he wants to give up on the club while we are rebuilding, so be it. He's a legend of the club. He will always remain a legend of the club. I am a big Cristiano Ronaldo fan and I will stand by him regardless of what decision he makes. I respect him. He has earned enough respect for anything that he wants to do. So let's wait and see what happens on this, because Laurie Whitwell has come out and has said that Ronaldo is scheduled to return to Manchester United on Monday, today. United will clearly seek clarification over Ronaldo's position regarding his future when he returns. So he will be having a meeting with Ten Hag today. He will be speaking to the club, and probably today or tomorrow we'll get more clarification whether Ronaldo is going to stay or leave. Whether he stays or leaves, either way, we will still be Manchester United. We will still be here wanting to have a better season next season. Fabrizio Romano has also given us an update on Frankie de Jong. As I said, it's a massive week and we need to now get to the end result of this transfer saga of Frankie de Jong. We need to get him over the line. He's had his engagement. He is supposedly still on holiday, but he is returning from his holidays. And it seems more likely that he will be a Manchester United player, even though Joan Laporte, Barcelona's president, said that they'll do everything to keep him. I don't think that is true. Fabrizio Romano did say to take that with a pinch of salt, because they are still negotiating Frankie de Jong's sale to Manchester United. And he said, Manchester United and Barca already agreed a 65 million euro fixed fee, but are still discussing the 20 million euros in add-ons. Personal terms are still to be discussed, and Frankie's priority has always been to stay at Barcelona, but the salary reduction is very unlikely for him to stay. So in itself, he still wants to stay. I guess he will say that until the deal is officially confirmed and the sale has been put through, then he will obviously change his mind. But it doesn't matter if he wants to stay at Barcelona. They still want to sell him. They still need to sell him in order to buy. That's obvious. There is no two ways about that. And Frankie de Jong is well aware of that, even though he's playing dumb. So don't be surprised if an announcement on Frankie de Jong comes in this week. It is the week of our kit launch. It is the week where we are preparing to leave for our preseason tour, and Ten Hag wants Frankie de Jong and Terrell Malacia and potentially Christian Eriksen on the plane on our tour to Bangkok. He wants to have those players there so that he can work with him on the finer details of his style of play, on the way we're going to play, individual training, etc. We need to have, shall I say, the bulk of his signings in order to gel and embed into the team and to get used to playing with the other players like the Marcus Rashfords, like the Bruno Fernandes, etc. So a big week for us with regards to Frankie de Jong. We do need to see this transfer saga coming to an end. It's been so long. We're going on into almost 10 weeks now, more than 2 months. But there needs to be an end result. Frankie de Jong needs to return to training. He needs to start his preseason. And for sure, I believe it will be at Manchester United. So, Marcel van der Kraan has once again come out and has spoken about Antony. And this is what he had to say. Even though Ajax set the 80 million euro, 69 million pounds price tag for Antony to scare people off, they might accept a deal between 60 to 65 million euro, which is between 51 to 55 million pounds. This is a deal Manchester United would do. So in itself, we know Ten Hag wants Anthony. And if Ronaldo leaves, we need to be looking at getting a player like Anthony. Yes, we'll probably need a striker, but the striker market is depleted. Who do we get out there that can actually come and start for Manchester United up front? There aren't any options. There aren't any top class options that can become world class. Nunez went to Liverpool. We were never getting Haaland. So where do we find ourselves now? If Ronaldo leaves, we are left with Martial, Joe Hugel and Charlie McNeil. So we will be going to get Anthony. But Anthony is not a replacement for Ronaldo. We are getting Anthony regardless whether Ronaldo stays or leaves. So, as I said, if the price tag for Anthony is between 51 to 55 million pounds, we're definitely getting this deal done. Because if we're looking to pay between 45 million to 50 million euro, which is roughly 40 million, between 42 million pounds, then we definitely will be making a deal for Anthony as well. Ajax are not a selling club, but if a deal comes in that they cannot refuse, they will sell. And if Anthony and Lisandro Martinez continue to push to leave Ajax and to come to Manchester United, then definitely Ajax will have no choice but to sell them if the offers that they receive for them from Manchester United are good enough. Now, furthermore, another report has come out by Juan Delga, and he has said that Manchester United have 5 clear targets that they believe must be reinforced to improve the current squad. 2 central defenders, a defensive midfielder, and 2 wingers. Now, I take this report and I take it with a pinch of salt. 1, we are not sure of what our budget is for this transfer window. 2, we don't really know if we are going to get the players that we want. Yes, we'll get Frankie de Jong. I believe we'll get Lisandro Martinez. And I do believe that Frankie de Jong will become a Manchester United player. Terrell Malacia is already a Manchester United player. He's finishing his medicals today and probably will have a moment to complete the signing officially. But we'll only see official announcement and presentations probably on the day of the kit launch. If it gets announced today and with his photos today and things, it probably will be with the kit launch. But we'll have to wait and see on that. It's difficult to say that we're going to go for 2 centre halves. Lisandro Martinez is already 1. Do we go for a Pau Torres? Jurrien Timber's deal is dead in the water. So it would be interesting to see what other central defender will be going for. In terms of wingers, if we're going for Anthony, I want us to go for Danjuma as well. Powerful, strong, able to run in behind, hold the ball up, and can play anywhere up front like Anthony. So a very, very, very big week for Manchester United. Subscribe to the channel. Our goal is 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Have a wonderful day further. And also, glory, glory, Manchester United. That is it, me, Sashin Johnson, from the Stretford End. Till we speak again soon. Bye-bye, Red Devils.